And just like that, service workers, no federal taxes will be taken out on tips. No taxes on tips. Barbers, hairdressers, door dashers, ship drivers, Uber drivers, waitresses. I wonder if that works for those of us that have a Patreon too, if those are considered to be tips. How are you doing, my American brothers and sisters? I bet you a lot of you guys are doing well. Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, in which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me on the platforms you see above and below. Don't forget to hit the like button there where my content can stay consistently recommended to you. And if and when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification, and you should select all notifications. That way you'll be notified when I post a video. Do not forget to check out your boys' other YouTube channel called Man, Husband, Father, where we talk about some deep conversations. We're starting off slow, okay? That way you don't get left behind like the rapture whenever we move on. So make sure you go check out the channel, do everything on that channel that I'm telling you to do right here. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get right on into it, because this is some great news that the Senate unanimously approves a bill to eliminate the tips. And with that, it was like 100-0. Like, it just passed. Okay. Now, let's get ready to get into it. The Senate on Tuesday, which is today, passed a bill that would eliminate federal taxes on tips, advancing, with the help of Democrats, a top campaign promise of President Trump. Senator Jack Rosen brought the bill to the floor with the expectation that it would be blocked, but Senator Ted Cruz, Republican, declined to. Ted, I'm just saying, the conversation, I'm glad we had it. I'm just saying, leave it at that. I just want to say this is great news for Nevada, Rosen said after the bill was advanced, lauding to the work of the millions of hospitality and service workers in her home state, who she says are being squeezed by rising costs. This bill is not the be-all, end-all, but it's going to offer immediate financial relief while the Senate continues to work to lower costs and find other avenues of relief for hardworking families, she said before yielding the floor. Trump unveiled the idea last year during a campaign stop in Nevada, which is home to scores of tipped workers. Yeah, tip workers be getting the tip. No, let me stop. I'm joking. Let me stop. Went over some of y'all heads. Huh? Let me stop. I'm just joking. Laugh a little bit. Anyway, Cruz noted in his floor remarks in support of Rosen's UC request that the Nevada senators, Rosen and Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, relayed that roughly 25% of Nevada workers rely on tips. Rosen said that the Silver State has more tipped workers per capita than any other. Nevadans, our families are being squeezed and we need real relief, Rosen said in her floor remarks. For some many service and hospitality workers, tips aren't extra. It's part of their income they use to make ends meet. The Texas Republican spoke up in support of the bill immediately after explaining the genesis of the push by Trump during the campaign and hailing its moment of political genius by President to back the idea. The bill, the No Tax on Tips Act, will now head to the House, where the provision is expected to be passed one way or another, be it via the standalone measure or Trump's big, beautiful bill that will extend tax cuts. Here's the good news. With what we just saw now, the certainty that we will see no tax on tips become the law of the land, I think, is very close to 100%. Cruz said, one way or another, no tax on tips is going to become law. The legislation would establish a new tax deduction up to $25,000 for tips, among other things. Ladies and gentlemen, that right there is some wonderful news for a lot of people out there right now who are working hard for the money and getting tips. I mean, if there's to be no taxes on tips, what's the point of claiming it? Now, the only issue I have with that now is how certain jobs may try to do something with that. What do you mean, Ty? Now, would they take the regular cost of some service workers, like those that work as a waitress, waiter? Will they now try to lower their hourly pay, knowing that they're not going to be getting taxed on these tips? I'm just wondering. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. In the hood where I grew up at, and some of the hoods I grew up at, some of them barbers, they weren't claiming them tips anyway. Let's keep it real. You know you was not. And then here's the thing. I got a lot of young people, some of my young folks You know, they just passed driver's ed trying to help out at home with their single mothers. Shout out to my young folks. They know I don't want them out past 10 o'clock, but they will be driving their cars and they will get tipped by DoorDash, right? I am so eager to see what DoorDash is going to do with this, because sometimes I'll see like, hey, Mr. Ty, do you think I should take this? It's 2 miles altogether and it's $9, but I'm getting $3 from DoorDash and $6 in tips. I'm just saying. I wonder if DoorDash is going to do something kind of sneaky, because you know DoorDash got sued and got busted for doing something like that anyway, where they was trying to act like they hiding the base pay, but they were stealing it from the tip. And now that there's not going to be any taxes on the tips, how is that going to work out? Because I tell you what, I wish we can get something done to where, can y'all imagine in medicine, doctors, nurses, therapists, PAs, seeing, can y'all imagine if there was some way that our pay was just tips? I'm not trying to take away from anybody. I am glad. I am happy, because that means a lot of my young folks who are out there doing Dash and out there doing Uber, y'all in college and all that, I know y'all making deliveries and things like that. This is a great thing for you guys. You're going to be able to help out a lot more with yourself, help out a lot more with mom, be able to not have to worry about paying any federal income tax on those tips. I think that is a wonderful thing. And do not forget, young people, and some of y'all that might be doing this as a second job, some of you that might be older and elderly, and you're driving just so you can keep up and trying to, keep up with your health benefits and things like that. Don't forget, who is the one that introduced this bill and got this passed through? It's President Trump. Now, is this going to be something that's going to benefit only those that voted for Trump? Absolutely not, because there are you right now who are working in hospitality-like type jobs where tips are definitely a huge factor in your income, that you don't like Trump, you didn't vote for Trump, but I bet you're not going to complain about this. Shut up. You know you're not going to complain about this. If that's the case, what would it be that if I'm out, eating with my wife, whatever like that, and the waiter, I say, hey, let me ask you a question. Did you vote for Trump? Heck no, you won't be getting a tip. Sorry. What if we did something like that? Y'all, let me stop. I'm just messing. I don't want to give any of y'all no bad ideas now. Come on. But anyway, all I'm saying, give credit where credit is due. If you do not like Trump and you work in hospitality jobs or service jobs like this, I don't care what any of you say. None of you are going to go, you know what? I glad you gave me this tip, but I don't like Trump. You can take it back. I bet you none of y'all do that. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, let me let y'all get ready to go. I just want to know, do y'all think it's going to fully be done? No, it's a wrap. It's done. I'm so happy for a lot of folks that's going to be getting this. It's going to help y'all a great deal, get that little bit of extra money in your pocket, increase your income. And for those of you who are out there and you are tippers like myself, I don't care. We never tipped nothing less than $20, period. Never. I don't care if the meal was 30. We just know that people are struggling. Look, this is going to be a good thing for them. So let's make sure we take care of them now that we know there's not going to be no federal income tax that's going to be taken out on that. It's going to help them so much in so many ways. Let's get this thing going, ladies and gentlemen. Tips. Let's go. Let me know what y'all think of this by putting it in the comment section below after this video. Do not forget to do what you see in this animation right here. And if you would like to see the next video that I'm going to be doing in order, it's going to be that one up there. Things I did as of yesterday right here. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.